Evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. It is now 4:30. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after, and then we're going to take an extra moment of silence in memory of Pearl Harbor Day for our veterans. Thank you. Mr. Myers, can you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Can we have a roll call then on tonight's commissioners?
Talmadge.
Here.
Soto Presley. Kasperky. Myricks.
Here.
Hawbridge.
Here, for the record, we have 4 that are present with 1 absent. All right, number 2 is declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 3 is communications. Looks like we received a couple of them.
Yes, we have one dated November 16th regarding 608 Sibley. And it says, Dear Mr. Hawbridge, I would like to express an interest in purchasing the above referenced vacant lot. Earlier this year, I purchased the property across the street at 5334 Sol, which I'm currently rebuilding and renovating. I would like to turn this lot into a paved parking lot. It's respectfully submitted, Rafael Garcia. And then we received one dated November 22nd. It's regarding correspondence to Parish View property owners regarding UNI's intent to assign its interests and obligations under the Parish View covenants to the Parish View property owners, which they're going to have a public meeting January 24th, 2022. It says, enclosed are copies of the letters that I mailed on behalf of United Neighborhoods, Inc. to the property owners of Parish View Development, 25 residents, and the HRC, dated November 18th, 2021, regarding UNI's intent to assign its interest in the Parish View covenants to the Parish View property owners. Also enclosed are the recorded 2014 Parish View Development, Hammond, Indiana plat covenants and restrictions, and the proposed assignments of interest and obligations in the plat covenants and restrictions for Parish View Development, Hammond, Indiana, that were included with the letters to the Parish View property owners. As you know from the letters sent to the HRC regarding the Parish View lots owned by the HRC, UNI will consider the enclosed assignment at its January 2022 Board of Directors meeting to be held electronically via Zoom on January 24th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. There is no action required by the HRC. These copies are for your records. Respectfully submitted, Nicole A. Bennett, Westland and Bennett, PC.
All right. Yeah, thank you. I took a look at that. That's good information there. And then first, communications, we just normally need that for staff for further review to see if it comes back on an agenda.
Mary was on, just to let you know.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So, Attorney General Westland.
All right, then, appreciate that, Cynthia, for reading our communications. Number 4, our minutes dating November 2nd, 2021.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Hammond Redevelopment Commission minutes for November 2nd, 2021.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myricks, seconded by Commissioner Talmadge. That's for our minutes dating November 2nd, 2021. Let's have a roll call then on the minutes.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley. Kasperky. Myricks.
Yes.
Hawbridge.
Yes. Motion passes 5 yes.
Thank you.
Okay, number 5's subordination request approval for a Zachary Scriff. Hoping I'm pronouncing his name right. 6400 Maryland Avenue.
Yes, Mr. Scriff is refinancing to receive a lower interest rate, a lower payment, and a lower term, and he is on the Zoom.
Hello there.
I have no questions for Mr. Smith personally. I see the packet is complete and all the due diligence has been done.
I have no questions either.
I have no questions.
No, seems to be all in order. And
You want to make it?
Yeah, I make a motion to approve the subordination request by Mr. To approve the subordination request from Zachary Scriff at 6400 Maryland Avenue.
Second.
There you go.
okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Hasbricki for the subordination request approval for Zachary Scriff at 6400 Maryland Avenue. Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley. Yes. Casbricky.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Scriff. Appreciate you signing on. If you want to sign off, you may, or you may continue to stay on Zoom and listen. Thank you anyway. All right, brings us to number 6, approval of proposal for engineering services for 700 Hoffman from America, Inc.
Members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find a proposal from America Inc. regarding engineering services as it pertains to 700 Hoffman for the removal of known concrete, foundation, tunnels, and slabs. As you may remember, there was a building that was previously there, the Premier Candy Company, and that building was demolished, but there is some known concrete, foundation, tunnels, and slabs that is currently located at that site. So this contract is for the engineering services for the removal of that and as it pertains to the actual project. On the Zoom call, I see Zach in the corner. We have Zach Heine from AmeriCode to answer any questions you may have regarding this proposal.
I don't, but if Zach, you want to just give a little quick overview, you may.
And I'm sorry about the lighting here, the community. Thank you, commissioners. The proposals for engineering, like Anthony said, for demolition and destruction there, and tunnel and foundations that we're looking at the south end of the property that weren't associated with the forward weekend demolition. So it's better getting the site prepared for future development.
Yeah, that seems what was left. I know years ago, everything was pretty much leveled.
Haven't we had a couple of companies interested in that property already?
Yes, we do. We have someone at this time that's very interested. Hopefully, I'll be able to disclose that information very soon because we're working very closely to finalize a development agreement with a company that's very interested in locating at that site, which would be a wonderful use for that site. So this is one of the steps to prepare the site for final development.
I have no further questions.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of proposal for engineering services for 700 Hoffman from AmeriCode Incorporated.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. That's for the approval of proposal engineering services for 700 Hoffman from America, Inc. Can we have a roll call then, please?
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Casbricky.
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppridge?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank
too.
you. Have a good day, Zach.
Merry Christmas also, if we don't see you. All right, number 7 is authorization to increase budget of Chodo-home funding projects located at 5919-21 Wallace Road and 4934 Oak Avenue. Looks like we have Levita Sparks Wade from United Neighborhoods, Inc. Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. President, to the Commissioners. My name is Levita Sparks Wade, and I am the Executive Director at United Neighborhoods. And I'm going to explain again because Mr. Myrick asked me last time to explain what it is that we do. So just for those who are not aware, we are the nonprofit arm of the city that develops safe, affordable, decent housing for low to moderate income families. And with these particular projects, we've had these projects for quite some time, and we are nearing completion on one of them. That is 5919-21 Wallace Road. It is in the historic Pullman District. In the 3rd District, I believe Mr. Myrick is
Yes.
representing the 3rd District. And this house was a duplex, and we converted it to a single-family home, and we are right at the very end of the renovations, and it is absolutely beautiful. We are very pleased with how it has turned out. But we did run into some issues as far as the environmentals were concerned. They were underestimated. And so that is the biggest reason why we needed to increase the budget. And we want to be sure that, because we're also asking for an extension, because the last amendment stretched it out until December of this year, at December 31st. And we're just extending it out to May of 2022. Even though it's ready, it's done, we have to make sure that we have everything in place as far as the sale of the property as well. So we are requesting an increase up to the maximum amount of a home subsidy allowed in the amount of $303,489. And we would like to extend the agreement through May 14th of 2022. Any questions on that particular
I don't
property?
have any questions, but I would love to see this property when it's, available.
Absolutely.
Before you actually sell it.
Okay, absolutely. We have actually just, we just had the appraiser out last week. His appraisal should be completed by the end of this week, so certainly would like to show the property off.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That'd be great. Coordinate it with Africa or one of her staff members, and
Yes.
Cynthia could shoot out an email like, here's the time, and something like that.
Okay, fantastic. It's a date.
It's a date.
I like the other property too. 4 units going to 2 units and then to a single-family home is always, it's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely, and that is what we're doing with 4934 Oak. And we just publicized the RFP for that one, and after a week of publication, then we will be receiving the request for proposals, or the proposals for that particular property. So we have not actually gotten started on rehabbing or anything, but it is being converted into a single-family home.
Sounds great.
And on this one, you're requesting that it be extended to May of 2023, am I reading that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, different than the other one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Because we have not started
got it.
anything on that one, yes.
So my question is for Attorney Westland. Should we do this separately or as one? The motion, should we?
If you're all okay with doing it with both agreements, there's no problem doing it together.
Okay.
If someone's got an issue with one or the other, then I would do them separately.
Mr. President, if there's no other questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the authorization to increase the budget of Chodo Home Funded Projects located at 5919-21 Wallace Road and 4934 Oak Avenue.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley. That's the authorization to increase budget of Chodo-Home Funded Projects located at 5919-21 Wallace Road, and the other one at 4934 Oak Avenue. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Hasbricki,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you, Mr. President, Commissioners. Good evening.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. All right, number 8 is an approval of agreement to purchase alcohol permit from Sandra Dostotny at Dusty's Tavern.
So members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find an agreement to purchase an alcohol permit from Sandra Dostotny doing business as Dusty's Tavern. As many of you know, a lot of times when we are in the process of attracting businesses to the city of Hammond, sometimes they are looking, or many times, if they are serving food, they are looking for an alcohol permit. So what we wanted to do was purchase this one because it is a smaller amount so that it will be owned by the Redevelopment Commission, and at such a point in time, we have to sell it to someone. It may make a property more marketable.
You answered my question.
Very
Okay.
familiar with the establishment. I didn't drink alcohol there, for the record, but I have had a hamburger there.
Really?
If there's no more questions, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the agreement to purchase the alcohol permit from Sandra Dostotny, DBA Dusty's Tavern.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Talmadge, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley. That's the approval of agreement to purchase alcohol permit from Sandra Dostotny for Dusty's Tavern. Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Hasbricki,
Abstain.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 abstained.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Okay, number 9 is approval of contract for business consulting, strategies, and training for small businesses in Hammond, Indiana.
So members of the commission, if you look in your package, you will find a contract for business consulting strategies and training for small businesses in Hammond. This program is paid for with community development block grant dollars through the economic development department. And the business workshops are for small businesses. It addresses marketing, because a lot of times one of the challenges that small business owners have is actually marketing their business. That's usually one of the, usually a lot of times, that's one of why they have substantial decline, is because they don't appropriately market their business. Some people don't know how to market it. So we found that it's been very successful. They've had a few sessions with this business, and a lot of the businesses that have participated have found it very successful. There's a small stipend upon the completion of the business, workshop, and it just seems to be very, very successful, so we wanted to move forward with it for another year. And classes meet at the Hub of Innovation in downtown Hammond.
Same here, no questions. Mr. President, if there is no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the contract for business consulting, strategies, and training for small businesses in Hammond, Indiana.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Talmadge, seconded by Commissioner Hasbricki. That's the approval of contract for business consulting strategies and training for small businesses in Hammond, Indiana. Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Casperky.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 10 is approval of purchase agreement for 1848 165th Street with Woodmar Plaza LLC.
So members of the commission, I'll start this off, and if Attorney Westland wants to chime in, I'll give him the opportunity to chime in. In your package, you will find an agreement to sell real estate for property commonly known as 1848 165th Street. I'm sorry, to purchase it from Woodmar Plaza LLC. As you know, this portion of the city has several developments that are taking place, and it is the goal of the city to acquire this to help further development at that corridor. Many of you, I believe, were at the announcement for the YMCA proposed development at the site for the Sportsplex, and there are a lot of great things taking place in the Sportsplex right now. At this time, I'll turn it over to Attorney Westland if he has any additional information he would like to state regarding this.
Sure, this is a detention area that's necessary to acquire, as we do further development in and around the area, that we're going to have to acquire. I mean, right now it's vacant, so we're going to need to acquire it, and then as we re-engineer the area in light of the new development, we may be probably moving and altering this detention area. So it's necessary because of its location and its location next to the proposed development. And, you know, as we move forward with that development, we're gonna need to have control of this land to be able to, utilize it and then put the detention where it needs to be.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good to have that.
The purchase price is the average to appraise.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good to secure that and have that in place then.
I agree.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of purchase agreement for 1848 165th Street with Woodmar Plaza LLC.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick,
Commission.
seconded by Commissioner Tomich. That's the approval of purchase agreement for 1848 165th Street with Woodmar Plaza LLC. Let's have a roll call.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Casperky.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 11 is authorization to advertise a request for proposals for a qualified commercial developer for the development of 5243 and 5241 Holman Avenue.
Members of the commission, if you look in your packet, you will find a request for proposals. We're asking for authorization to advertise at this time. The subject parcel is 5243 and 5241 Holman Avenue. The property was formerly known as the Mercantile Bank Building and the adjacent lot. We're looking for developers for, we're looking for proposals for development for that site. As you know, some of the exciting things that are taking place in the downtown area, we really want some real quality development to take place on that Holman Avenue corridor. So we want to get some proposals from some developers that have experience so that we can make a sound decision regarding how we will move forward with that site.
I don't have anything. That's usually where it all starts, so thank you.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion, for the authorization to advertise a request for proposals for a qualified commercial developer for the development of 5243 and 5241 Homan Avenue.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomage, seconded by Commissioner Kazbricki. That's the authorization to advertise a request for proposals for a qualified commercial developer for the development of 5243 and 5241 Holman Avenue. Roll call, please.
Tomage,
Yes.
Turtle Presley,
Yes.
Casperky,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 12 is acceptance of requests for proposals for landscaping and snow removal contractors.
Members of the commission, you previously granted approval for the authorization to advertise for proposal for landscaping and snow removal contractors. So we received 2 submissions. I will open them at this time. And the first one is RVI Lawn Maintenance. And it appears that they are located in Hammond. And they have $29 small parcels per cut, 34 medium parcels per cut, and 39 large parcels per cut. And they have some dimensions in here as well. That's the first one. And the second one is securely closed. The second one is Myers Landscaping and Lawn Service located in Hammond, Indiana. And it appears that the 22 to 23 seasons, cut lawns and parkways at Hammond Sportsplex, $392 per cut. Cut field behind Old Walmart, $83 every 2 weeks. Fertilizing of lawn areas, $300 per application. And then they have some other sites as well for lawn cutting every 3 weeks for the enclosed prices for the 22-23 season. And it looks like snow plowing. They'll provide snow removal for the following pricing listed. When snow exceeds 2 inches, the large John Deere loader with a 4-yard bucket, $150 an hour, truck with plow, $110 per hour per truck, and salting of parking lot, $390 per ton spread. So at this time, I just ask that we refer these to staff for further review, and then a recommendation to the commission.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myricks, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley, for these proposals to be reviewed for staff. That's the acceptance of these proposals, landscaping and snow removal contractors. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Tomage,
Yes.
Turtle Presley,
Yes.
Casperky,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes for these to be reviewed by staff.
Thank you.
All right, number 13 is acceptance of proposals for the sale of real estate commonly known as 5925 Willis Avenue.
So members of the commission, similar to what was previously stated about the authorization to advertise for the previous item, we did, this site was advertised for, authorized for sale of real estate commonly known as 5925 Willis Avenue. We received 1 submission from Adoni LLC. There's a money order for $875. It looks like the proposal is this is the buyer's proposal and offer to purchase the above real estate from the seller for the sum of $8,000 to be paid in cash at closing. There are several copies of that. It appears that there was proof of publication that was submitted. And the minimum price for the entire parcel is valued at $17,500. So yeah, the minimal sales price is $17,500, and they are offering $8,000 to be paid in cash at closing.
And I'm Robert Golding, appearing for Adani LLC. Mr. Jose Galvin just asked me to be here in case I could, answer any questions or anything you might have.
So I don't know if the commission has had any, questions. You might want to state what the proposed end use would be, and if you've spoken to anyone from the city regarding if that proposed use is allowed at this location.
At the present time, he would propose to fence the property off. There's a proposal for fencing in there. He's mentioned to me that he has a property at 1521 Summer, which has no green space whatsoever, and he would like at this time to use this as a green space and use for outdoor family activities. And in the future, he's thought about perhaps, building a new home there on that location. He would welcome the opportunity to engage in any dialogue with the Redevelopment Commission and, learn your thoughts on what you think would be an appropriate use for that property. So with that said, that's really about, all I have to offer on that. Other than the fact that Mr. Galvin is also a licensed contractor in the city of Hammond, and he values that relationship, and he'd like to see to it that this property is kept clean and properly maintained and secure, so that it's not an eyesore. And as I said before, he has considered the possibility of building a house there in the future. I think this area is primarily residential, although the area north of Summer Street is mixed commercial and residential. And I think we all know the value of having green spaces in areas like this. So I think there would be some benefit to having someone who not only lives in Hammond, but he's also a licensed contractor in the city of Hammond. There'd be some benefit to having an individual like that to, who has a reputation to uphold.
Understandable. I don't know if the commission has any questions at this time.
I don't. I think we'll more than likely take this under advisement and refer it to staff.
Right.
Mr. President,
Attorney Westland.
so, Mr. Golding and I had previously discussed, his compliance convention with regard to this property. I know that he's well aware of the statutory process, which, put this out for a minimum bid. He was the only bidder. So at this point, statutorily, we need to wait the prescribed period of time, and we can enter into negotiations with
Yes, thank you, Mr. Westland. You're entirely correct, and we would certainly welcome the opportunity to engage in some dialogue regarding this property. So let's proceed along those lines so that we do everything correctly.
Okay, then we would just need a motion and entertain this to refer to staff.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I would like to make a motion to submit to review for staff, submit to staff for review the acceptance of request for proposal for the sale of real estate commonly known as 5925 Willis Avenue.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomage. Is there any further discussion or questions? Okay, then roll call, please.
Tomich?
Yes.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Kasperky?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppridge?
Yes. Motion passes 5 yes to refer this to staff.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Coming out.
Thank you. All right, that brings us to number 14, reports. Ms. Africa Taro, would you like to share anything tonight?
Nothing at this time.
Okay. Anybody on Zoom out there would like to share anything? All right. All right, that brings us to number 15 in our bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, I don't have a current list of the bills before me because I understand that they were sent out at a later time in my notes for the meeting. So someone else will have to do the motion for the bills.
Yes, we are aware of that. Thank you.
Okay.
I make a motion to accept the register of claims beginning with claims dated 11/1/21 and ending with claims dated 12/7/21. Claim number R60670 through R60861 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion then by Commissioner Tolman, seconded by Commissioner Myrick. That's our register of claims dating November 1st, 2021 through December 7th, 2021. Claim R60670 through claim R60861. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then let's have a roll call on the claims.
Tomich?
Yes.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Kasperky?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppridge?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Number 16 is new and unfinished business. Do you have anything tonight?
No, we don't, nothing at this time.
Okay. Number 17 is public comment. Public comment is open now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open.
Mr. President, this is Commissioner Soto Presley. Would I be allowed to ask a question during public comment? You're allowed to ask a question. Okay. I have a question about number 13 in our agenda. We set this for proposals for the sale of real estate commonly known as 5925 Willis Avenue. I made that motion. I believe I heard you say that Commissioner Myrick made the motion.
I made that motion, Miriam.
Pardon?
I made the motion to refer it to staff.
Okay, I made the same motion, and I apologize. I didn't hear anything on your guys' end, so I made the motion too. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that clarification.
We did get a 5-0 vote on that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that that part is really clear.
Yes.
Yes, I did hear Mr. Myrick's first, maybe because he's here, sometimes it's Zoom, but it was covered. There was a motion. It was seconded. We did a roll call. 5 in favor of yes, referring that item agenda number 13 to staff.
Okay. As long as everybody's affirmative vote was recorded, I mean, I understand Miriam wanting it, you know, to be accurate, but from a legal perspective, the most important thing is that 5 in favor.
Well, that was going to be my second comment, was that I wasn't sure if that had taken place either. Because I know I voted affirmative on the vote, but I don't know if you voted.
All right, well, it is recorded. We do have 5 yes, like I said, so, okay. All right, and anybody else with public comment? All right, public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is now closed. Number 18.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.
Good night.
Hey, Dave, real quick, am I gonna have to do a claim for this this purchase of this real estate? Is it gonna be done this year, or is it gonna wait until after the first of the year?
The real estate or the liquor licensing?
No, not liquor license, we already covered that one. The one, for the real estate at 1848 165th Street?
Yeah, I